What? Your mic is on the border. I hear you.
I really can't hear you saying. I hope you guys.
Yo, what's up YouTube? I hope all of you are having a great day so far. In today's upload, we are going to be going over the top 5 best class setups in Cold War. So for a while now, I've been getting comments of people asking me like what my favorite class setups are in the game, and since we just got the Reloaded update, I thought now is the perfect time to do it. And for the like goal, let's set it at maybe 100 likes. You guys should be able to do that pretty easily. And if you are new to the channel and you want to get better at Call of Duty, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's all of my content is about. And so I think that's everything I wanted to say, so let's get right into the video. So for the guns that we are going to be covering, these are like my favorite guns at the moment, and so that is the KSP-45, we got the MAC-10, we got the Tundra, the Groza, the Fara, and the LC-10. Yes, I know it's 6 guns, but for title purposes, I thought it would look better if I just said top 5. And just before we go into the KSP loadout, so for the secondary, I'm pretty much using the Diamatti in all the classes. When I play Search and Destroy, I usually run the crossbow because I like to go for trick shots, but if I'm playing Respawn, I'll 99% of the time run the Diamatti. Previously, it was the Magnums, but they did get nerfed, and so there's lots of bloom on them, it's kind of hard to hit your shots, so I just run the Diamattis now. For the field upgrade, I wouldn't really copy that under your class, that's kind of personal preference. I usually just run the field mag, trophy system, assault pack, kind of depends on the mode I'm playing. For the perks, they're pretty much always the same except for when I play Search and Destroy, I'll swatch out Scavenger for the Gearhead or Tracker, and then for perk 3, I'll usually run Gung Ho for most of the match until I know that the enemies have like a UAV, and then I'll switch over to Ghost. And lastly, before I get into the KSP loadout, so all these classes are going to be perk greed, and that's just because I think perk greed is the way you want to go. But so anyways, for the first attachment, so for the muzzle, I like to do the SOCOM Eliminator or the Agency Suppressor. The suppressor is obviously going to keep you off the map, but the SOCOM Eliminator is going to pretty much eliminate all the recoil on the weapon. For the barrel, I like to do the Reinforced Heavy or the Task Force barrel, but I do recommend to do the Reinforced Heavy. For the underbarrel, if you have your automatic sprint on, I would do the S-Pod Speed Grip, but if you don't have your automatic sprint on, I would do the Field Agent Grip. For the magazine, you want to do the 42 round speed mag just so you can really quick and you have lots of ammo. And then since we are losing ADS speed with the mag, for the handle, you want to do the Serpent Wrap. And here's the screenshot for this class. For the Diamatti, so for the muzzle, you want to do the Agency Suppressor just to keep yourself off the radar. For the barrel, you want to do the Task Force barrel just to maximize that damage. For the body, you want to do the SWAT 5 MW laser sight just so you have very accurate hip fire accuracy. For the magazine, you want to do the salvo mags. We are losing ADS speed, but since we're using this in akimbo, that's not going to matter at all. And here's the screenshot for the Diamatti class setup, and that is going to wrap it up for the KSP, and I actually think this is the best class in the game. For the second class I want to show you guys, this is the MAC-10. This class is for if you're playing against really aggressive players, since you only can use the MAC-10 at like close range because of the amount of recoil on it. So for the first attachment, you want to do the Agency Suppressor just to help yourself control the recoil, and you stay off the radar since you are spamming out lots of shots. You want to make sure you're not on the radar. For the barrel, you want to do the Ranger barrel just to increase that bullet velocity. It's going to make this gun feel like hit scan. For the underbarrel, you want to do the Field Agent Grip just to help compensate that recoil. For the magazine, you want to do the 43 round speed mag just so you can really quick and you have lots of ammo. If the loss to your ADS speed doesn't annoy you, I would do the 43 round drum mag. And lastly, to compensate for the ADS speed that we lost, for the handle, you want to do the Serpent Wrap. And here's the screenshot for the MAC-10 class, and that's going to wrap it up for the MAC-10 setup. So the next class I'm going to show you guys is a sniper class. I personally like the Tundra more, but some people like the Pellington more, and so you can pretty much just copy these attachments over to your Pellington. So for the first attachment, you want to do the Tiger Team barrel just to increase that damage and that fire rate and your bullet velocity. Overall, a very good attachment for the sniper. For the body, you want to do the Tiger Team Spotlight just so you can see your enemies at farther distances. For the magazine, you want to do the 7 round mag because this barrel is actually going to take away some ammo, and so this magazine is going to bring it back. For the handle, you want to do the Serpent Wrap just to increase the ADS speed. You don't want to do the Airborne Elastic Wrap because you're losing lots of sprint to fire speed, and with this body, you're losing 10%, so you don't want to lose any more. For the last attachment on the stock, you want to do the Marathon Pad just to bring up that sprint to fire speed. Say you don't like the Tiger Team Spotlight and you want to swap it out for something else, I would take it off. And then for the muzzle, I do the Stabilizer so you have more accurate quit scopes. And since we did take off the Tiger Team Spotlight, which was affecting our sprint to fire speed, you actually want to switch out the handle for the Airborne Elastic Wrap just so you have more ADS speed. Here is the screenshot for the class. The next class I'm going to show you guys is on the Groza. So the reason I like the Groza is because it's actually the fastest killing AR in the game, and so it's really good for like medium range, sometimes long range. There's a lot of recoil, so it's kind of hard to control the recoil at long range, but medium, you kick most people's ass with it. So for the first attachment, you want to do the KGB Eliminator. This is just going to help you control that recoil. You get 20% vertical recoil control. We are losing some horizontal, but we're going to throw in a grip that's going to compensate for that. For the barrel, you want to do the VDV Reinforce. This is just going to bring up your effective damage range and your bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, you want to do the Spetnaz Speed Grip. grip if you have your automatic sprint on. If you don't have your automatic sprint on, I would do the spent grip. For the magazine, because this gun has such a high fire rate, you want to make sure you do the 40 round speed mag just so you get extra ammo and you can reload really quick. And for the last attachment, you want to do the serpent grip just to bring up the ADS speed that we lost with the mag. Here is the screenshot for the Groza. For the next gun I'll be showing you guys, this is going to be a Fara class. So the way I use this class is for like a more of a passive play style, and so if the enemies are playing really weird and I keep getting like outgunned in weird areas, usually I'll just pull out this gun because there's like no recoil on it and it has a very low TTK. So for the first attachment, since I am going to be using this at range, I like to run an optic just so I can see the enemies a little bit easier on those HUD glitches. So for the optic I'm using, that's going to be the microflex LED. Say you don't want to use an optic on this class, I would swap out the optic for maybe like a magazine of your choice, maybe like the 40 round speed mag, or you can add like a stock, maybe the no stock or the skeletal stock. But so anyways, for the next attachment, I like to do the KGB eliminator just to pretty much eliminate all the recoil on the weapon. Sometimes I'll use a suppressor, but since I am staying in like the back of the map, I don't really care if the enemies know where I'm at because I'm already in the back of the map. It's pretty easy to see me. For the barrel, you want to do the liberator barrel just to increase that bullet velocity. You pretty much want to use this barrel on most assault rifles. For the underbarrel, if you have your automatic sprint on, I would do the spent speed grip. If not, I would do the spent grip. And lastly, for the handle, you want to do the serpent wrap just to bring up the ADS speed. Here is the screenshot for the Fara class. For the last class I want to show you guys, so this is one of my favorite guns of the game, even though it just got nerfed, and that is the LC10. For the first attachment on the LC10, you want to use the SOCOM eliminator just to help you control the recoil. Since they did just nerf the damage range, we got to use the task force barrel to bring that value back up, and so there's a little bit more recoil on the gun, and so you kind of have to use the SOCOM eliminator. So you can control the recoil pretty well. I would do the HNC suppressor, then you can stay off the radar too. For the barrel, you want to do the task force barrel because this gun just got a nerf to its damage range. This is going to bring it back up and make it feel like how it did before, and on top of that, we get some damage and bullet velocity. Say the recoil is a little bit hard for you to control and you feel like you're dying because of that, I would use the reinforced heavy. This is also a very good option. For the underbarrel, if you have your automatic sprint on, I would do the S-Flood speed grip. If you don't have your automatic sprint on, I would do the field agent grip. For the magazine, you want to do the Vandal speed loader just so you can reload really quick. And then lastly, for the handle, you want to do the serpent wrap just to bring up the ADS speed that we lost with the mag. Here is the screenshot for the LC10 class. And so I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know if you guys want more of these in the future. Maybe I can do like the top 5 best ARs in the game or top 5 best SMGs. But so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys do like the class setup. Hope all of you have a great rest of your day, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.